What's up guys, Pure Landscaping here, Steven. Come along with me while I mow a yard. I'm going to mow it from start to finish and you guys can check it out. So here we're starting to mow the lawn. I like to cut the perimeter first. That makes it a lot easier to stripe. If you take your time on the perimeter, usually it means you have less time you have to spend weed whacking. So I'm going around the perimeter, going around the play set, being careful not to knock anything over or destroy anything. The zero turn you see is a Skag Freedom Z 52-inch deck. It weighs about 700 pounds, so if you do accidentally bump something, it can damage the wood or anything else, a deck, and you want to be careful around all the little detailed edges. Right here I'm backing up because I'm trying not to shoot all the grass clippings into the mulch beds. You always want to make sure that you mow away from the mulch. That way it gives you a better, cleaner product. I still blow out the beds afterwards just in case I did get any clippings in it, but that's the way you want to do. You want to outline the property first. So as you can see right here, I actually mowed away from the fence. You never want to shoot grass at the fence at all or at a house, so you make sure your mower deck is always discharging away from the objects that you're mowing past. Just like the mulch, do the same thing. I'm going to speed this clip up so you guys don't get too bored, but as you can see, you just keep going around and around and around, making sure you don't miss anything, go around all the obstacles. Make sure you kind of plan out your stripes or your perimeter. If they were there from the week before, you already know where they are, so you just follow the same type of pattern. And you just keep going around and just get lost in mowing the yard. You don't think about anything else. So what I like to do here is I mow the lawn, I get basic stripe patterns down, and as you can see there's a deck with rails in between. Those are going to affect my stripes. If you have to go around the rails, the stripes might look off because you might have to go around and then the light color will mix with the dark color. But you can always go over them and fix them. It's kind of like an eraser. So if for some reason you have to go around and not do a perfect stripe, like a tree. If you're heading towards a tree, you go around. And on the next pass back the opposite way, you can kind of erase what you had already done when you went around the tree. Here again, I'm making sure I discharge away from the house. It's a good idea to have insurance. Even though I do have insurance, I don't want to have to make a claim. So just in case, always just discharge away. In the next couple videos, I actually have a surprise for you guys. I'm going to have something else for my mower that's going to help with the discharging of the grass, and you'll see that coming up soon. So here I'm still striping, going back and forth. If there is a lot of grass and you need to go over it several times, make sure you do that. Chops it up finer. So this is the side yard. There's a driveway in front of me, or the entrance to the driveway. So the stripes are going left and right next to the house. So what I like to do to get a better cut is to stripe it in another direction. This makes sure that from the opposite direction you can still see stripes, so no matter how you look at it, you'll see stripes and it looks nice. This also makes sure that any pieces of grass you may have missed get cut the second time you're cutting it from a different direction. So this is nice because it gives it a nice uniform cut, pretty much like it's a carpet. It's going to be perfectly flat. So right here I'm taking my time trimming. I'm using the Steel KM110R, which is the combi system. That's what the KM stands for. It has a bunch of different attachments you can run. This is a trimmer attachment. One of the other attachments I have that's great is the brush cutter attachment. The KM110R runs the brush cutter flawlessly with a lot of power. It's very handy. You can make a lot of money with that for the thicker style weeds and little saplings that you may have to cut down. So right here I'm taking my time, making sure I cut down every piece that's sticking up. I was thinking about spraying this area, but the customer doesn't really want herbicides or anything sprayed down, so I'll just keep weed whacking it. I don't like to run it over with my mower because my mower shoots the gravel everywhere, makes a mess, and messes up my blades. So take your time. You see a lot of that stuff flying around. That's from a cottonwood tree. Here I am getting in, trying to get all the parts that my mower could not reach. Sometimes you really have to get under the trees and branches and really try to do the best job you can. I like this part of the video because it demonstrates the proper way to stripe. If you cut the perimeter first, see where I'm trimming, there's the light pass, the light grass. That's how you do a proper striping. You first make the first pass along there, then you come down, and that is the actual proper way to stripe. There you have the Steel KM110R. Do a little slow motion swing around for you. So as long as you cut the edge first, you can kind of plan how you're going to stripe, and it looks much better when you do that my way. It's hard to explain, but I see a lot of guys that keep going around and their stripes aren't straight. They have a bunch of swirls in them because their mower's going around obstacles, and they don't realize that you actually kind of have to plan your stripes, and if you do make a mistake, don't worry, just go the opposite way and erase them. A lot of people will notice the yard if it's striped correctly. You know, even if the grass isn't that nice, if they see nice stripes, it makes the house look like $1 million. So don't be lazy. Always, do the best job you can. Right here, there was a downspout. I actually took it off so that I can trim around it, mow around it, and then when you're done, put your trimmer down, pick it up, and put it away, put it back on, and the customers really will appreciate that. Don't go running over their stuff, ripping their gutters off of the house and stuff like that. That's not good business. So take the extra time to do whatever you can to make the customer happy, because your business depends on them. Be careful when you're trimming around the fence. You don't want to smash the trimmer line against the fence because you can crack it just like vinyl siding on the houses. So always be careful. Make sure you pay attention to what you're doing. Don't go too close. Do a little at a time. It's better to make one pass and go a second time than to just destroy their fence. And that's about it, guys. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.